Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive into hands-on solutions for tackling tough land management challenges. Feral hogs are running rampant across the South, Midwest and beyond, ripping up crops, harassing livestock, and multiplying like crazy in over 35 states. Landowners are losing thousands in damages every season, and with these pigs dropping up to 2 litters a year, it's a relentless numbers game that demands a solid strategy. Today, we're breaking down the most effective trap designs, bait recipes, and high-tech monitoring tools that farmers and hunters are using to fight back. Got a hog problem tearing up your property? Drop your go-to control method in the comments. Smash that like button if you're battling these invaders, and hit subscribe to stay in the loop for more practical wildlife tips. These hogs aren't just a rural headache anymore. They're charging into suburban edges, small town parks, and even drainage ditches. Packs of 10 to 30 can shred a community garden or golf course overnight, leaving behind churned soil and safety hazards that stick around for weeks. Their tough hides and quick sprints make close encounters risky, and while they typically avoid humans, the surge in property damage has neighborhoods on high alert. The key isn't just cleaning up the mess after they hit. It's about setting up proactive systems to stop them cold. Smart traps, paired with early detection, can slash the chaos and keep your land secure without eating up all your time. One of the best weapons in this fight is the corral trap, a go-to for farmers in states like Alabama and Oklahoma. These are heavy-duty steel panels, often 30 feet across, shaped into circular or drop pen setups, and placed along hog trails you've scouted with trail cameras. To lure them in, spread a mix of shelled corn soaked in molasses for 24 hours. It ferments into a sweet, tangy aroma that hogs can smell from half a mile out. The trap's fitted with a one-way gate tied to a tripwire you can trigger remotely via a smartphone app, letting you watch the action live and drop the gate when the whole sound is inside. This setup can nab up to 20 hogs in one go, cutting numbers fast without the grind of all-night hunting sessions that scatter survivors. Baiting's where you outsmart their noses, which are 7 times sharper than a dog's. Start with 40 pounds of cracked corn mixed with a gallon of diesel fuel for a lingering oily pull. Then blend in 2 quarts of apple cider vinegar and a pinch of table salt to mimic rotting fruit. For extra kick, dissolve a packet of cherry jello in hot water. The gelatin binds the flavors, and the tartness hooks their curiosity from miles away. Lay small bait piles in a trail leading to the main stash inside the trap, creating a natural funnel that plays on their foraging habits. Refresh the bait every 48 hours to keep it potent. And pair it with audio lures like grunt calls from solar-powered speakers. This combo doesn't just draw them in, it herds entire family units, making your trap a high-impact tool for population control. Not everyone's keen on lethal methods, and that's sparking some smart alternatives. In places like Florida and Georgia, wildlife crews are using mobile pens to trap hogs, then trucking them to managed zones like the Apalachicola Wildlife Area or Oconee Forest buffers. These spots have reinforced fencing and feeding stations to keep hogs contained without threatening crops or livestock. It's a humane win. Relocated groups stabilize within months, and it frees up resources for prevention over endless culls. For smaller operations, check with your local extension service. Many offer free loaner pens or cover transport costs, making this a budget-friendly option that keeps everyone happy. The traps themselves are built to outwit hogs' brute strength and cunning. Picture a high-tensile polyethylene net draped over a collapsible steel frame, with bait at the center and angled hog panels guiding them in. When the trigger, a weighted tripwire or pressure plate, fires, the net drops and cinches tight with buried spring-loaded anchors. Hogs might charge at first, but the mesh flexes to prevent injuries while holding firm against their 200-pound frames. Unlike electric fences, which they learn to dodge after one zap, this design exploits their herd instincts, trapping whole sounders in one clean sweep. It's a major upgrade over old-school box snares that only catch one or two stragglers at a time. Processing a trapped sounder takes calm precision to keep things safe and efficient. Approach from downwind with a long sorting pole to separate juveniles into smaller pens, easing tension on the adults. Use soft-sided chutes lined with rubber matting to guide them out, and keep a vet's number handy for any minor scrapes, though padded nets keep injuries rare. Read their cues. Low grunts mean back off, while milling around signals it's safe to move in. This method clears a 15-head trap in under an hour, minimizing stress for both you and the hogs while keeping the process smooth and professional. Technology's flipping the script on hog control, making it easier to stay ahead. Drones with thermal cameras can sweep 50 acres in minutes, spotting heat signatures of rooting packs before dawn. Apps like HogTrack or TrailCam Pro analyze footage, mapping patterns like wallow sites or tree rubs with 80% accuracy. A budget-friendly setup with $200 cellular trail cams covers a quarter mile, sending real-time alerts to your phone when hogs cross a geofenced zone. Farmers in Arkansas use this to pre-bait traps only when activity spikes, boosting catch rates by 35% while cutting bait costs. It's gear that fits any scale, empowering smallholders to match the efficiency of big operations without breaking the bank. Policy support adds muscle to these efforts. States like South Carolina offer $1,000 rebates for certified trap installations, while USDA grants fund community camera networks. Apps like Feral Finder let hunters and trappers log sightings, building statewide heat maps that predict outbreaks months ahead. Pilot programs with sterilant baits, like ovo-control-laced corn, are showing a 40% drop in litter sizes in test zones, offering a long-term fix without harming non-target wildlife. It's a team effort. Hunters share kill data, trappers swap bait recipes, and biologists refine fertility controls to keep the pressure on. Let's zoom in on bait tweaks for a second, because regional hog tastes vary. In drier climates like Texas, hogs crave oil-heavy mixes. Try 50 pounds of corn with 2 gallons of used motor oil and a cup of anise extract for a licorice punch. In wetter areas like Louisiana, add beet pulp to lock in moisture and a half gallon of sour mash for extra tang. Ferment the mix in a sealed drum for 3 days at 80 degrees, stirring daily to build up gases that carry the scent farther. For picky sounders, scatter minimal licks a week before to condition the trail, then hit peak activity windows around full moons when hogs roam boldest. This isn't guesswork. USDA guides show these recipes pull hogs from up to 2 miles in open terrain. Relocation programs deserve a closer look too, since they're balancing ethics with results. Managed zones like Georgia's Okefenokee Swamp use rotational paddocks to prevent overgrazing, with water recirculation systems to cut disease risks. Transports rely on divided trailers with slat floors for ventilation, and pre-trip health checks via ear tag scanners flag sick hogs for quarantine. Cost-wise, it's on par with culling when you tap volunteer networks like the National Wild Pig Task Force, which often cover fuel for hauls. Plus, relocated hogs feed data into migration models, helping refine barriers like buried root deflectors that stop under-fence digs cold. Trap mechanics keep evolving with field feedback. Modern setups use breakaway panels for quick resets, lift a lever, and the net rolls up via a battery-powered winch. For aggressive boars, add internal dividers made from livestock sorting gates to isolate fighters. Missouri field tests show this cuts escape attempts by 80%, with 0 injuries over 150 deployments. Unlike concrete drops that cost thousands, these modular kits assemble in hours with basic tools and move via ATV for roving hotspots. Anchor corners with T-posts driven 18 inches deep, and test triggers with a 50-pound sandbag to dial in sensitivity. No false drops from deer or raccoons. When processing, safety's non-negotiable. Teams in North Carolina train with dummy scenarios, using verbal cues like hold steady to sync movements. Load out via a squeeze chute that funnels 1 hog at a time, weighing each for data logs. Average sows hit 150 pounds. Boars push 250. For relocations, sedate only if needed with IM darts of telazol at 4 mg per kilo, monitored by ear-clipped pulse oximeters. Euthanasia, if required, uses bolt guns for instant drops per AVMA guidelines, ensuring 0 suffering. A 4-person crew can clear a 20-head trap in 45 minutes, then decontaminate with bleach dips to stop parasite spread.